Hi friends, it's Mari. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. And we are doing our monthly check-in. Now I'm a little bit late to the party, and we have some back journaling to do before we even start to set up for July. We've been quite busy, but we're going to do that now. So that is what we're going to do today. So let me go ahead and clear my desk so we can get started. So this is the day after 4th of July. So for Americans, I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. I know we did. We had some friends visiting. We had a friend from Australia visit, and we had some local friends celebrate the 4th of July. We popped some fireworks like we always do every year, and this year we doubled our budget. Only because I think maybe the fireworks prices went up. I don't know. I didn't pay attention, but I knew we had like a set budget, and we stuck to that. So, but we did get a lot more fireworks this year than we did last year. So that was really fun. We had a lot of more aerials this year. So the kids had such a blast, and I did too. And the whole family did, and it was just all good times. I hope you guys are safe after all the fireworks festivities. But yeah, so that is what we're going to do today. We're going to check in. We're going to go over how our June looked, and then we're going to set up for July. Now, like I had mentioned, we have to do a little back journaling, so we can do that together. And before I continue, I wanted to introduce to you my little friend here. I forgot what his name is, but it's a baguette, and it's from JellyCat, and I love their stuff because it's just super, super soft. And when I saw this little plushie, I knew that a fountain pen would look great sitting on top of his legs. It's the cutest thing. But it's just this cute little baguette bread, and has these cute little what are these legs? And it has a little bit of beans inside to kind of weigh it down. So my plan is to have it here on my desk. Although I feel like my desk space of writing is getting smaller and smaller because I keep adding stuff to my desk and I can't help it. I might have to try to do a purge, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I've just been kind of moving things around to make a little bit more space. So I just kind of scooch them up there. And then I got this Navalar, or aka Narwhal. You guys might have seen this in my last fountain pen video about when I was showing you my collection, and I pulled this out and I said this would be a perfect summer fountain pen. And this is the Narwhal Novular Hawaii edition. I think it's called Voyage Hawaii edition, and it's just so pretty. And the Hiraya sticker crew, we had a live last week, and they helped me pick out the most beautiful blue ink for this pen. Now, after using this and writing with this, I absolutely love writing with this. It's so smooth. But the only thing is, I didn't realize that you can't post it. I didn't realize that. So I do have another pen that's like this where you can't post it. And it's not something that I'm like finicky about, but I kind of wish this did post because it's so big. My other pen is not as big, and so it's not really like a huge deal. But it would have been nice if I was able to post this. And I have to do say is that filling this up was super easy because it's a vacuum. You just kind of unscrew this blind cap, and then you stick it in the ink, and then you just screw it back, and it just sucks up the ink. It was really, really easy. And what we decided on inking this up was the Pilot. let me double check. Did I even? You know what? I didn't even put it on here what it was. It's this beautiful like blue denim color. Let's see. Now that I have you guys here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put Hawaii edition. This is in the medium, and the ink, as you can see, well, if you can see it, is the Pilot. Hold on, I gotta go look at that. I gotta go look at the bottle. Okay, it's this Pilot Fuyu Soyugun. This is the ink. And it's like this beautiful, like it's light blue. It's almost like a light denim blue, but obviously if you have a little broader nib, you can see the beautiful darker tones, the shades of this ink. And so this is what I've been using for the last week for my journaling, and it's such a pretty color. So thank you, Hiraya Sticker Clue, for hanging out with me on that day and just kind of chatting and talking about fountain pens and inks. That was always fun. Okay, so let's get started. Let's look into, let's see. Let's go ahead and back journal, because we didn't get to journal Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today is Sunday, so it's not too bad of back journaling. However, now that I'm thinking about it, now I got to think back what we did for Thursday. I don't remember. So if you have done like a journaling with me, my process is pretty simple. I use a Hobonichi Weeks planner. Now, the first part of the year, I was not in a Hobonichi Weeks planner because I had changed into a A6 Hobonichi Techo, which I haven't really been in it. I've been just enjoying my Hobonichi Weeks, but that is what I've been using for the first beginning of the year. And then I recently changed back over to my Hobonichi Weeks because I just miss it so much, and it feels a lot better for me to journal. And so I've been it for the last, is it month? I think so, yeah. So this is going into my second month back into the Hobonichi Weeks. I was really in the Hobonichi Weeks last year, all year, and half or quarter of the year prior, and then on and off in the Hobonichi Weeks since like 2017. And the ending of 2024 is when I found my home as far as really utilizing and enjoying using my Hobonichi Weeks. Okay, I am looking at my phone to see if this is a better angle. We're kind of running out of daylight here, and I told myself I need to film this because I need to start journaling. So, okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to go over Thursday and just Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today's Sunday. And then we're going to set it up, go over June and set up for July. Let me see. I'm trying to think back on Thursday what we did. This is one thing I hate about back journaling, is sometimes like when we get so busy, I totally forget. I know we did stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm back. I had to kind of step away for a little bit because I was trying to really think what we did Thursday and Friday, and I honestly can't remember. And so I'm going to probably do this offline later on tonight, where I could really sit down and think about what we did, because I'm having a brain fart because I can't remember anything at all. So we're just going to ignore that fact. We'll go over June, and then we'll set up for July. Let's just do that because I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself trying to figure out what we're going to put on here. So I will do that on my own. Okay, let's go into... Okay, so for my monthly spread for June, I like to track down or record our dinners for each night. I had mentioned before that I don't plan in this Hobonichi Weeks because this is strictly archiving and documenting. And so I have a different system for my menu planner. And this is just recording what we actually ate for that night. And so this is what it looks like. I actually used my Sage, which is this beautiful color fountain pen. And it's in a broad nib because it is inked up with, I believe it's the Little Mermaid. Yes, it's the Little Mermaid. One thing is it a broad? It is a broad. One thing that's kind of hard moving into the Hobonichi Weeks from my A6 Techo is that I'm finding I do love using a broad nib, but when I'm like writing out my dinners, it's kind of hard doing it in a broad nib. And so I mean, I do have a fine nib in here, so that's not an issue. But that was like kind of after the fact when I realized I was like, oh, it's kind of too broad for this setup. And so I just kind of continued it. The lettering is quite fat. So some of the words you can't really tell, but it's okay. I can tell what it is, kind of. Um, so yeah, this is what we had for the month of June. And I like to just stick a lot of my food stickers that kind of represent that meal at that time. I don't do it for every day because I don't have either the space. Like here, I could have put maybe like a pot, which, you know what, let's do that now to represent that meal. Let's see, where's my food? I like to organize my stickers in these sticker release books from Traveler's Company. There's other companies that have sticker release books. I just happen to have a bunch of these, so this is what I used. And they are all categorized by different subjects. So I have a food section, I have people, I have like a plant book, animals. And so what I like to do is I like to sort out anytime I get sticker sheets and sort out all the stickers into its own little sticker book, so it's easier for me to journal and find the stickers that I need for that specific thing. Like in this case, it's food, so I will just take it out of my food sticker book. And so on that day we had in the Philippines it's called beef nilaga, and usually I like to kind of represent that meal with like a big pot. Doesn't have to be necessarily like beef nilaga in there because that's kind of hard to find, like stickers that have Filipino themed stickers, which I definitely want to make for myself because we do eat a lot of Filipino food. Okay, I think I saw one. I'm just kind of going through this to see if there's a smaller pot that I can find to stick in that space because it's not very big. And so let's see. Like this one is pretty, yeah, let's do this one right here. I mean, obviously this is not beef nilaga, but it does look like there's beef in there. There's also vegetables that would be in beef nilaga, so this is what we're going with. And I just put it right here. And you know what? I honestly can't wait until next year, because right now I've been just kind of writing because I am using an older Hobonichi Weeks. I believe this is a 2023, and I'm reusing it because I didn't use it all. But as you can see, I had to rewrite all of the numbers, and I got confused here a little bit, as you can see. And I was going off of, I don't know, I just got confused, and so I ended up writing things on here. And so I just covered it up so you could see the mistakes. I kind of crossed everything out. But I can't wait till I'm in the actual, like for 2027, in a 2027 Hobonichi Weeks. Okay, and then let's go into the heart of this journal, which is the weekly pages. Okay, June started on Monday. So this is how it looked as far as my June weeks. The first week of June was pretty laid back. We stayed home pretty much all week. We did a few days of yard work, and did a few snack runs, which we do at least once a week. And that's pretty much it. This first week, we were still in the school week. It was the last week of school for my youngest child. And so we were still kind of doing school stuff. And so the second week is kind of like the first week of summer for us. Um, uh, Both of my younger kids were in two different school districts. And so my middle child ended school a week earlier than my younger child. And so this is the first week that we were like, okay, we don't have to wake up with an alarm anymore. So we took full advantage of that. But then I guess there's only so much we can handle not having a routine. And so the week after, we're like, okay, our body just kind of adjusted and we started waking up not as early, but early enough. So we actually had a full day of activities. And so this week, we started playing pickleball in our driveway, which was really, really fun. We kind of make up our own rules. So it's not like an official pickleball, but it's just good exercise. And let's see. And that's pretty much it. We are pretty much homebodies, honestly. Um, a lot of my entries in my journal is just relaxing, watching TV, bike riding, because we have a wonderful neighborhood that is just really easy to bike, and we have a lovely park across the street that's really nice. And so we're kind of spoiled in that aspect. And so a lot of it is we're outdoors in our neighborhood, bike riding, pickleballing, whatever we can. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it for the second week. Third week was pretty interesting because we had sent our middle child for his graduation present a trip back to Utah, because we used to live in Utah, and so all his friends are in Utah. And so the last time he saw his friends was when they just graduated middle school. And so the whole high school years, they weren't together. And so they were really excited. I think there was about 8 or 9 of them in the group. And uh, my son flew to Utah all by himself, first time on an airplane. And so we were just quite nervous, but he did wonderful. And he had just like the most amazing time. The group had like an Airbnb, and obviously they're grown now, and so a lot of them were driving. So it was quite interesting. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have a bunch of 17, 18-year-olds all by themselves for the first time together in a long time. So, but they had so much fun. So honestly, this whole week I was just frozen with anxiety. And so I didn't journal this whole week. I just couldn't concentrate on doing that. And so I did back journal. And so what I ended up doing, just kind of putting the highlights, as you can see, I just kind of wrote in big letters to kind of fill up the space here, and just added a few travel related stickers to kind of represent that, because it was just this whole week that was happening. So I love how it turned out. So even though I wasn't able to journal every single day, and then coming back, I did journal, I think this day right here. I did journal this specific day. And also this 3 days was able to journal individually. But as you can see, it was Father's Day on that Sunday. And so um, I just kind of did this bigger sticker and did a Happy Father's Day thing here, because we actually just stayed home. So there was really nothing much to add about that day other than the Father's Day, because that was just like the main thing that we did. And so, yeah, I loved how it turned out. Despite not journaling the first part of the week. And so it came out great. And then the last week, obviously now I'm back in my zone. And so I was able to document our day on a daily basis as it was happening. And yeah, I absolutely love uh, archiving or documenting my day this way. It's such a great way to put, to see in this style how my week went. When I look at it, I'm like, man, we were quite busy, or sometimes I feel like we're not busy. But in reality, we were busy maybe doing nothing, and that's still busy. And so I just loved how this looked. And I absolutely love this orange ink color. I really love it. I think it's the Pilot Yuyaki. Hold on. I have my little cheat sheet here. I think, well, I did. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, I don't know what I did with it. I placed it somewhere now. I can't remember where I put it. Hopefully this lighting will kind of stay a little bit, because it's quite gloomy today, which is kind of nice because it was hot. It's been hot for like the last few days, but right after 4th of July, it's just been cloudy and the temperature's not as hot. So I'm okay with that. A good little break. So we're losing a little sunlight, if there are any. It's just really cloudy behind me, so hopefully that is okay. But I do love this orange ink color. I think I might use it for the first week of, or the second week of July, as far as the theme, but I don't know, we'll see. And of course, the kind of last few days of June is here, and then we have July. The first week of July, obviously, I'm going to have to back journal it. We were pretty busy for this. We have friends from Australia that came through, and then we had a 4th of July celebration. And so again, I didn't do much journaling these days, but we'll back journal that. But the last couple of days of June was really nice. We celebrated my husband's birthday, so that was a fun celebration, and so I documented that. I have to say that I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Is I just absolutely love the couple's washi sticker from Ren Studio. It just captures like a lot of the things that me and my husband do on a daily basis, and I do hope that she comes out with another rendition of a couple's daily washi tape. I've been stalking the website and I follow her, and I'm waiting for a new one. So, but I just love her washi tape. And then if you get like a close-up look, and I'm not sure if this is like a good, but you know what? Let me just for good measure, I'm just gonna kind of lift this up so you can see it a little bit better from the week in more detail how my pages came about. And as I look at these pages, I it always brings a smile to my face. And I love how it always turns out, even though sometimes when the week starts, I'm like, oh, this looks ugly. But then as it gets filled up, I'm like, no, it doesn't. It looks super cute. What am I talking about? And again, I will do this offline. I can't think what we did on Thursday and Friday. It was such a blur. We did a lot of drinking on 4th of July. So maybe that's causing my lapse in memory. But it's okay. And the one thing that I have not been doing, unfortunately, since switching over to this Hobonichi Weeks, is tracking our movies and TV shows, which is kind of a bummer because like I have been such a good tracker of that. And so as you can see, May has, well, I think May we didn't do a lot, but as you can see, June has no entry, and we're coming into July. And so I might have to just backfill and just fill up all, look at my history on like Netflix, and just I not worry about the days, but at least I can just log in the movies and TV shows. I think one thing, I was a little bit ambitious thinking that I could work into journals at the same time, but that just hasn't been the case. I just prefer having everything in one book, and I think that's the reason why, is because I tend to just be lazy and not, do it. And so, oh well, it is what it is. I think the most important thing is that I'm just documenting and journaling, um, you know, as I can. Okay, and then that is pretty much it. Oh, no, sorry. We got to go into my journaling pages. And so, if you guys remember, this is how we decorated June's cover page, which I absolutely loved. It was inspired by my sage Kaveco. And if you guys remember, I had my pen here so I can look at the right shades, and I absolutely love that. I haven't figured out what we're going to do for July, so we're going to figure that out together. And so here are my journal pages for June, and I didn't journal much. I actually left this here because I need to journal about my husband's birthday, which is the last June 30th. And again, I will do that offline, but I have that set so I can do that. But for the month of June, 1, 2, 3, I only did 4 entries of, like journaling. And that's about pretty average and typical for me when it comes to journaling with words, with a lot of words. So yeah, and so this will be the front page or our cover page for July. And as I can see here, I actually had, like I mentioned, this is an older Hobonichi Weeks, and I had kind of blocked out a lot of like the words that was on here so I can utilize this page. And it just so happened it's still a great like decorating feature. And then I washi off a lot of the pages that I can't use that has things written, as you can see. And so it should still be enough to to what's the saying? To hold me over until the end of the year, hopefully. If not, I have my A6 Techo, but I'm hoping that this should be enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up our Hobonichi Weeks and get that started for July. Okay. So we have to cover this stuff because, like I said, we used an older Hobonichi Weeks. So let's go into our food and see what we can use. I do like this sticker, which maybe we could do a purple theme. I don't think I have a purple theme when it comes to my covers. We have orange, we have like that sage color, but I don't think we have purple. Let me go into my A6 Techo to look at our cover pages. Let's see. We got like this blue color, red, like reddish. I guess it's kind of purplish, but it was kind of like a mix of purple and pink. So it's not like true all purple. We have green. We have another blue. Can you tell that blue is my favorite color? And then we have orange. So let's do like a specific purple, maybe like a darker purple. I think that would be beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and do her because like she's holding this refreshing water with lime in there, and July is the hottest month for us. So, or is it August? No, I think July. I'm going to go ahead and put her over here because it kind of covers a lot of that. Okay, what else can we put? We are running out of sunlight, guys. No. It's the rain clouds that are coming in. It's going to rain, which is kind of nice because there's so much firework debris everywhere. Okay, let's see. Oh, I do like this little cherry. It's purple. This guy holding a cherry. Let's put them right here. Let's see if there's anything like summery with like purplish vibes. There's like this purple ice cream. I'm gonna put this right here. And I just need one more here. There's just like this purple drink, which is cool. You guys see it? Is it purple? Oh yeah, it's like raspberries, so this is perfect. Oh man, this light is getting worse and worse. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it right here. Now, we also have to change out the numbers, and I think July 1 started. When did July 1 start? July 1, 2026 on a Wednesday. So let us go ahead and mark that out. What am I going to use? Maybe I'll use this. This is a Crayola Super Tip. I think that works. All right, I'm going to pull you guys in because the lighting is starting to get darker. And I'm just going to kind of we said it started. I don't think I like that. No. Let's try something else with a finer tip. Maybe I will grab this pen. This is a Pilot G2. I have a mini Pilot G2 in this cute purple color. I think it's juicy enough to kind of cover over. That'll work. All right, so I mean, it's not like the most prettiest, but it gets the job done. I try not to let it be too fussy. Again, I don't want it to deter me from actually journaling, and so that's how it looks. And then let's see, what pen are we going to use? I know we used this. I think I'm going to continue using this. I really like this one, so I'm going to use this for writing down the meals. Okay, I had to kind of move you guys over to a little bit of better lighting. And then we're going to go ahead and log in because we are already on Sunday. We're going to go ahead and log in if I can remember what we had. We're going to go backwards because we had a 4th of July barbecue. We had brats. We had mac and cheese. We had Alfredo pasta, which was kind of like the main stuff. So that works. And then Friday, what did we have Friday? What did we have Friday? Oh, we had Wingstop wings. So we had Wingstop. And I do know that I made pork belly adobo, which is amazing. And then we had leftover pork belly adobo. We don't really eat a lot of pork. We had the only time we eat pork is when we eat like pork sinigang. Um, and we get our pork belly from Costco, so it's quite huge, and so we always split it down the middle. So I know whenever I do get pork belly, we at least make 2 meals out of it. And usually I'll either make pork sinigang twice in a month. But this time we usually eat chicken adobo. I was like, you know what? I kind of craving the pork belly adobo because the last time we had like pork adobo was back when we used to live in Las Vegas, and this was like 2004, 2005. So it's been quite a while, and so it was so good. But we kind of limit ourselves when it comes to pork. We don't really eat a lot of pork. So, okay, so that is that. And then I know for a fact we're going to have barbecue left over for today because we had some left over. So that is how it looks for the first week of July. I love this pen. I really do. I might have to add another. We'll see. I really enjoy writing with that pen. I was actually quite surprised. Because my other narwhal pen is a stub nib and I didn't enjoy it, but I do enjoy this one and it's a medium. Okay, let's go into July. Let's see. So obviously this has already started because it was part of June for this week, but I do want to set up for July because it's going to be, or for the next week. And so this is what I typically do. It's just such a simple process. Oh, one thing that I have not been doing is doing my weather bears. I don't know. I have been slacking in some of the habits that I made myself um, for the past year, and I swear, I don't know, if I don't do it for like a week or so, I start to lose that habit, and so I need to try again. But as you can see, I've been setting up my weeks to leave room for my weather bears. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me lately. But we do our best. Okay, so this is like a very, very easy and quick process for me. And go ahead and make our vertical lines for the week. One, two. Okay, and then I go to my trusty stamp set that I have been using, and it's this from Raw Market Shop. I just love this date stamp because it has everything I need all right there. And so let me go ahead and I'm just going to use black as my ink for this week. And we're going to go ahead and stamp this portion July, because like I said, this is a used Hobonichi Weeks. And then that's there. And then we're going to go ahead and start our days. Monday, Tuesday, and you're probably wondering, oh, probably not wondering. Uh, you probably don't even care about this. I don't wash my stamps. I know, I'm bad. Some people say you're supposed to, but I have never washed my stamps or cleaned it. So, I don't know. Maybe like I will do like a day where I clean my stamps, but it's not something that I'm pressed on, that I have to clean my stamps. I mean, they're fine. I've had this a little bit over a year. And I haven't cleaned it, not once. I even use different colors. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And when I start my Monday, I always kind of just cover this up with stickers. And I just want to make sure I did it right. Okay. And that's pretty much it for my weekly setup. Super simple, super easy. And if you've been here for a while, you've seen a lot of my setup videos. It doesn't take that much effort. Okay, let's go into our daily pages, because this is where we're going to do the fun part, where we're going to do our cover page. And in this case, it's going to be July, and we said that we're going to do purple. And what I do is I try to take a few stickers from each of my books in that same color theme. And I try to pick stickers that I don't normally use in my daily journal. That way it gets used up. And that's what we're going to do. I like to start off with the people first, then food, because those are like my two favorite categories, and then work my way down. And so that's what we're going to do. I am going to put on some music for you and kind of speed up the process, because usually this kind of could take me a long time. I try to just be intentional and be present when I'm doing this, because this is like my most favorite part. So that's what I'm going to do. I will put on some music, fast forward it, speed it up for you guys. Not so fast where you can't see what I'm doing, but so you can kind of enjoy the process. And yeah, and so I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we are back. Surprisingly, I went through all my books, and this is pretty much all I found. But I absolutely love looking for the darker purples. Now, if we compare it to the other page that we did that kind of has like purple tones to it, I think that would have been February. So it's not the same. As you can see, this is a little bit lighter and this is a little bit darker. So I absolutely love how it turned out. And I see that there's some empty spots that I feel like I need to fill in. What do I use? Maybe my food, or maybe, yeah, let's see if there's anything in here. I can't stand it being blank. I need to fill that in. Let's see. More purple. And let's one more. See if we can find something dark purple somewhere. Let's check the food again. I don't like the blank spaces. I want to just fill it in with something purple. Perfect. Okay. I think that works out. Here's another purple. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. That works out. But I love how it turned out. It is beautiful. And so the only thing left to do is to mark the month. And so what I usually like to do, I was going to pull out my thing, but I forgot that I actually have it here for my convenience. We're going to do, we'll mark the, is it the monthly that we're doing? Do I mark the month? I guess I don't mark the monthly section. but I do mark the weekly section. So June, let's see, July starts right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use the orange one. And it looks like I used that. So let's go ahead and mark July. Oh. So okay, and then we also mark the journaling pages. And so we're going to do July. And we mark it with the number first. This one we mark with the month first being shown. And then my journal pages is the day. I don't know if you can see that. It's the day. Hold on, let me pull you guys in. So I like to use the tabs showing the month on the weekly pages, and then my journaling pages, the number shows, just to kind of distinguish what section is what, even though I mean that's not really hard, but you know, tomato, tomato. Okay, July, we'll go ahead and mark it right there. Okay, we got July marked up, and it is raining, which is nice, especially after 4th of July, all the firework debris, and it's cleaning the air, so that's nice. So if we go over what we've done so far, we got our July setup. Oh, we have, where's July? There we go. We've got July setup, which is looking super, super cute. And then our July pages, like this is the second week, so July starts here. I'm going to continue the theme, but for the first week of July, I'm not so sure what my theme will be. So I guess I will figure that out later on tonight. And then if we go into our journal pages, this is what we came up with. So cute. And then I have to journal about my husband's birthday. That's going to be easy. And that's pretty much it. That's it. Again, I enjoy this little monthly process that I do with you guys. Obviously I do it for me, but I enjoy filming it for you guys in case maybe this will bring some inspiration or motivation to get some journaling done. See what else? I'm trying to see what else is new that I can talk to you guys about. But honestly, that's pretty much it. It's been pretty, other than we've just been busy with summer things. And so, but yeah, check out the Hiraya Sticker Club. We do a monthly free sticker downloads that I create myself. I hand draw some of these stickers, and some of them I create using Canva. And then I do a poll to ask the members what they would like to see. And this month was super cute, which, hold on, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Let me grab my archive book. I'm so excited. So for the Hiraya Sticker Clue for July, did I say clue? Hiraya Sticker Crew. Wait, Hiraya Sticker Club. If I can talk. So this is my little archive book for the Hiraya Sticker Club. This is where I kind of have all of the stickers that each month to month. And yeah, and so for July, let's see, this was our theme for July. I absolutely love the banner for July. So I have like an archive of all the banners that I use for our sticker sheet. And I have to say, my favorite has to be July so far, but I love all of them. I do love this lemon one. which is super cute. So for July, I created this Stationary Besties Forever sticker. So they got a download of this with different sizes, which is always great to have. And then we got a hand-drawn sticker. Actually, 2 hand-drawn stickers. I did my Klasiki box with my stuff, my journaling stuff, and then I also drew out fountain pens because they wanted fountain pens, and I said that I would leave it blank. That way, they could color it in based on their fountain pen collection. And so I think I had, how many did I have? I did 2 sizes of each one, a bigger size and a smaller size. And I think I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I did 11, 10, 12. I did 12 different fountain pens. I did a poll on what pens they had in their collection, and that's what I drew. That way they can use it. And so, and like I mentioned, I left it blank so you can color it in. And in this case, I was testing it out, and I printed it on matte paper, matte vinyl, and I was able to color in the sticker based on, I do have this pink Kaweco, and so I thought that was really, really fun. And so if you join the Hiraya Sticker Club, you do get access to July stickers. And I also designed this cute, I put together in Canva this, and I designed it because these were all different graphics and I put it all together. But this balloon dog, I put 4th of July on it. I added these cute little sunglasses, and then I added like this cute little American flag heart in the background, and it's so cute. And so, yeah, that is what we had for July. And so I'm so proud of this. I feel like every month I get better and better as far as trying to kind of flex that creativity and to kind of be able to at least draw, if anything, once a month of something. And that's kind of what I do with Hiraya Sticker Club. And I did this for the, Stationary Besties Forever, because I honestly feel like, our small community, the Hiraya Sticker Club, I feel like we are stationary besties. A lot of these people are those who had joined from the beginning, and we do have some new members that I'm excited to get to know and to like grow with each month. And yeah, we're just like a little small community, and it's okay. I absolutely love it. And we do a live every month. The last live we did was last week, and we just kind of chit chatted, and we talked about fountain pens and inks, and we journaled, and it's just kind of a time for us to just hang out and catch up with each other, chat with each other, and take a moment. Usually on average, our lives last a few hours, 3 to 4 hours. But I think I'm trying to cap it to like 2 to 3 hours, depending on the day, because I don't want to take up a lot of everybody's time. Because if it was me, I would probably be able to just talk and talk until the next morning. And and so I don't want to like take everybody's time. And so I have to, like last time I had to cut it off short. I think at like the 2-hour mark, because I did promise my husband that we would work out that day. And so, but yeah, it's good times, and we just kind of chat about different things, and we just talk about stationery and whatever is happening in life. And so I absolutely adore and love the Hiraya Sticker Club and the people in it. And yeah, so shout out to them. And yeah, and shout out to all of you guys too who are watching this video and just hanging out with me, even if it's just here on my video or any of my videos, and just kind of, I guess, listening to me ramble about my stickers and my notebooks and my journaling and all that stuff. And so I appreciate you guys' support, and the support of this channel, whether it's through, the Hiraya Sticker Club, or if you've stumbled upon our Etsy shop, Tiny Studio. Oh my gosh, Tiny Planner Studio. If I can talk. And if you've purchased anything from there, thank you. It helps out us greatly, and it just keeps us motivated to continue to create and just to do the things that we love to do. And so, yeah, thank you so much. And I think that's about it. I'm not sure what the month of July has for us as far as videos. I know we're doing a live for the Hiraya Sticker Club, but as far as videos, I'm just kind of going with the flow right now because we've just been so busy with just family time for the summer. And so a lot of the times I try to carve out some time to do a video here and there, and I'm just kind of going with the flow. I want to make this thing long term, and I don't want to burn myself out, and so I'm taking it nice and slow. And so I appreciate all of you guys who are watching like my older videos and my newer videos, so thank you so much. So yeah, not sure what July has to offer. I'm trying to think if I have anything new coming in. I do have a couple of items coming in. So that's probably a video. And then I'm trying to think. I do have plans on doing like a vlog sale of some of my journaling items that I don't use. I haven't figured that out yet, but that is something in the future that I'm going to do. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely let you guys know. Of course, the Hiraya Sticker Club will get first access and first dibs. So, head over to the Hiraya Sticker Club. It's just a couple of dollars a month to support the channel and to just kind of hang out with me. So, but anyways, I think I've talked and rambled enough. I think I'm going to let you guys go. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me going over my Hobonichi Weeks, going over my June, and seeing, it's so funny. Okay, never mind. I just thought of something. It made me laugh. Anyways, going over setting up July, and I'm looking forward to our next catch up and our next video. So until then, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.